Hello everyone, I hope you're all well. Today we're going to be looking at, is the person on your mind the one for you? So what it is you need to know. So we'd like to ask Spirit whether the person on the viewer's mind is the one for them. So let's have a look what comes up. And it's a sense that when you're tuning in to your person, feel their energy while we're doing this reading. And I will have a look at what the situation is at the moment for you, where things are at, and what are the lessons that you're learning as well. So it's very much a sense that, from what I'm seeing here, is that the two of you are tied together. You're tied together through a soul bond, and some of these soul bonds can be love bonds, others can be more about lessons, more toxic bonds, but these can shift too. It depends on each individual. So as this is a collective reading, let us have a look at this, and you take what resonates and you let the rest go. So there's a sense here with the Beyond Illusion card that it is a time for you and your relationship with your person to really start looking beyond what you're seeing in front of you in the physical world. Things are not what they seem. You are each souls, and you are drawn together, and you're here to experience each other, to experience love, and to release anything that takes you away from love. So there's something going on for you that you need to see here that is beyond what you are looking at currently. Perhaps you're overanalyzing and overthinking things. And the problem is, when you have too many things going on in your mind, it creates stress. And so what needs to happen here is you've got to silence the noise in your mind, silence those patterns, silence the way that you've been reflecting upon your person, the relationship, and your connection. It's not going to work for you in this way. And this is why you feel such a deep connection, because it's about letting go. When you let go, something new can grow. The rain will come, it will wash it away, and something new and beautiful will grow, something fresh and new. So this indicates to me that you're going to be having a new start regarding this connection. The mind is getting in the way. As we spoke about stress, beyond illusion, everything is very mental. So there's something going on between the two of you right now where one or both of you are too much in your head. And that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like everything's on fire, everything's about to explode. It also creates like a sense of rigidness that doesn't help with the flow and with flexibility. And so you need to get out of your head. One or both of you need to. But what's happening here for the two of you is there's a breakthrough. So as this mental pattern unfolds and plays out, you will experience a breakthrough. You're going to break through this. And with the Creator card, for me, it does show me that Spirit is blessing your union, blessing your connection, no matter how hard it is. And with all this mental stuff going on, it can be really difficult. But know that in spirit you are perfect, and so is your person. You're both perfect in the eyes of Spirit. You're both beautiful, unique souls that have come together. And sometimes, if you can just understand that you are projections of each other, that you're probably experiencing some very similar things, and what you're thinking, your person is also thinking. And so with projections, it often is that sense that you're not seeing the love that is there. You're not seeing beneath perhaps the arguments, perhaps the disagreements, perhaps the different opinions. But this is not you. This is not your connection. This is simply your opinions. This is simply you coming from it one way, they coming towards this in another way. And so this can change when you change the way you see your person. Look at them as if they're a mirror. And that way you will see beyond the illusion, you'll see beyond the illusion. What's going on, there's a lot of inner fighting for either you or your person. So this relationship is showing you right now where you need to get back to love. This is usually the ghosts and the things created by the mind which this figure is fighting against. And instead of there being this angry faces and these angry inner voices, it's time to stop those old patterns. So right now for you and your person, it's really important that you get out of the mind and get back into your heart. And I feel like your relationship right now is about healing and opening up the heart so that you can experience something new. There's a new beginning, like a new fresh start coming in. And it's also showing me that a lot of what is happening here is fear. Because with the Magician card, it is telling me that your relationship has everything that it needs to make it a success. Perhaps you're sweating the small stuff too much. Perhaps there's actually more of a need to support yourself instead of looking at your partner for certain things. You're also very intuitive, and this again is talking about you're not seeing clearly with your eyes. You need to trust your intuition more, but listen through the fear. Sometimes your intuition isn't your intuition, it's actually fear speaking. So whenever it's fear, it's not your intuition. Your intuition will give you a sense of what needs to shift here in order for you to be happy. But there have been wounds in the past, and so it looks to me like a bit of a stalemate, like one or both of you are kind of stepping back and kind of no one's making a move because of this wounding of the past, being too cautious, being overly sort of cautious of the other. This is about love. This is about trusting the flow of love. Love cannot hurt you. It's not love that hurts. It's those wounds where you've been sitting in the darkness, where you haven't received love. That is what hurts. So love will never hurt you. And giving love is the most beautiful gift. So it's just about softening your heart, and perhaps it's about getting out of your head and not looking so much at what's not working, but look at what's really working. Now there's a beautiful common bond here between you, and in due course you will be reuniting in a much more positive way. There's happy events and celebrations. I do feel like for some of you, this year really does show a sense of you connecting and actually celebrating a union. So whether this is an engagement or a marriage, but there is a very happy event coming with your person. No matter what's happening right now, you're meant to be with your person. According to this, it's time to stop battling over things that are just not going to bring you to where you want to go. It actually makes things feel a lot harder. And it's not about winning. At the end of the day, it's about finding that place of peace, creating beautiful moments with each other. And so you are going to have a new start here with the Eight of Wands. There's a lot of up and down energy of communication starting up again. I do feel like some of you who may have had a disagreement or an argument and been in your head too much, you're going to come together and all is forgiven. It's a beautiful energy of, you know, this is what makes you stronger. And it feels like through whatever you've just been through, there's going to be a new fresh start, and it's going to be much more connected. Your bond is growing. Remember that when you're in battle mode, you don't win. No one wins. And so perhaps there's a sense here that in the past you've had to fight for what you want, or you've had to fight for your rights, is how I'm seeing this. But your person's not your enemy. Your person's not trying to take something away from you. And what if you just put down your sword and say, let's not fight. Let's look at the good in this, because there's a lot of good. And it does show me with the King of Swords that there is coming in the next very short while a conversation that will clarify. It's a very balanced and fair energy, whether you're male, female, or gender neutral, it doesn't matter. This indicates that you will have a fair outcome. It will also indicate that any arguments or any problems and issues you've had, or any distance between you due to communication issues, will be resolved. Your person is coming forward with a much softer approach. They've thought about things. They're feeling a lot more at ease with whatever else has gone on, the stresses in their life, and they're coming forward and they want to talk. So this is a feeling that there's a conversation, an important conversation coming, and this conversation may very well lead you to reigniting and remembering the love that you actually have for each other. I really feel this is going to strengthen your bonds with each other. Now, for those of you who are feeling uncertain, some of you may be juggling with the pros and cons of this relationship. You're not going to let it go though, and it does feel like it will come to a place of balance between you. And for those of you who have decided that you don't want to give this relationship another chance, your person, although I think if you're here looking at if your person's the one, you want to do that, but perhaps I do see for some of you there might be somebody else coming in, and you might have to make a decision between two people. It might be that, if you can't get through this difficult period, but I still feel you choosing this person. It's like, even if there are others around, there's desire. So here comes, your person, there's desire. There's a sense of them wanting you. They've decided. So with this card, it feels like even if you're on the fence about this, they're going to show you that they want you, and there's a lot of passion coming your way. So even if things have been quiet, this is intensely out of the blue. I feel there's a sense of this person coming through. So you're definitely connected, and you're definitely meant to be sorting this out if you have come across this reading today. And it does require you to just step back a little, get out of ego, get out of your head, try not to make your person wrong in order to justify to yourself why things are the way they are, why you feel the way you do. It's okay for you to feel the way you do, but it's also okay to let it go. You want a new start. You don't want to be stuck and hung up on what has happened in the past. It's done. So your person is coming forward. They're going to want to talk. There's a lot of passion. So their sincerity is very evident. They're coming forward very passionately towards you, and they want to declare their love for you. Pretty straightforward and simple. A lot of them are sorry, maybe feeling regretful, feel that they might have hurt you in some way. They're coming forward to declare their love for you. What you do with it, of course, is up to you. But for a lot of you, that's a happy thing. So let's ask what your person would like to say to you that perhaps they can't verbalize. Okay, I'm afraid to contact you. So this is definitely a case of, those of you who haven't had communication, they're a little nervous to approach you. They're not sure which way to approach you. They're thinking about it, perhaps a little bit too much, but there's this fear that you might reject them. So they're kind of lying low at the moment. They're saying that they knew exactly what they were doing. So they're well aware of what has occurred between you in the past. They're also very aware of your soul connection. This is, for me, very much showing up as that soulmate energy. It's exactly this, how they are thinking, that soulmate energy, that twin flame energy, and a lot of fear around it. Fear of somehow losing themselves because of the intensity of this. They're saying, I left when I saw you with someone. So that for some of you, there might be some some jealousy around third-party situations or friendships that you might have that your person thought you were with. This isn't really coming across as you having someone else. This is more them thinking you were busy with someone else, or they see you with a friend thinking there's more there. It's sort of one of those things. It's like, it's not really third party. So they do want to come and talk. They want to tell you how they feel. And this is really what I'm seeing, is them coming forward and declaring their love for you. They want you back. They want to be with you. And they're also coming in and asking for forgiveness. I hope that you can forgive me one day. So whatever they've done, they feel really bad about. Obviously, this has to do with things that are sortable, not things that are, not where you can't come back from. For some of you, if this is about, violence or any form of abuse, then, this is all good and well, but it's not about going back. It would be about them showing up and showing that they really mean what they say by getting help. So that's the only way you would stay in communication with somebody who's abusive. But for the most of you, I don't see that. They just feel like they messed everything up. Then they really do feel it's their fault. They messed everything up, and that they've actually been fighting with you, but that you're actually quite innocent in all of this. You may just have been reactive, but the actual actions causing, the difficulties between you come from them. And so you need to take some time out around this. There might be some trust issues, but lovelies, this person deep down loves you dearly, and it's up to you whether you want to give them another chance. They are your person, and I do see this being solvable for quite a large majority of you. I feel like this can be overcome. Just put down the sword and the ego and don't fight. Rather listen and let them come to you and speak. There is a new beginning, a much easier time ahead with a lot more joy. And as I said, for some of you, that ends in a celebration, that ends in possibly marriage, very much an engagement or a commitment of some kind that's coming in for you. So I hope you've enjoyed today's reading. Please do leave me a comment below. You can also find all the information in the comment section about this channel. I'd love to have you in our community. Please like and subscribe, and also remember to add the notification icon, because you'll get notified when I post a new post. I hope to see you soon. I'm so excited. I'm waiting for your comments. I want to know if this resonates with you. I feel like it does for so many of you, and I'm really excited. I love hearing from you. So please do leave some comments, and I'll see you soon. Lots of love and blessings. Have a